Well, guess there's no filters left on this microphone. I should probably listen to my stream just to see how how it's holding up with the weird voice. A lot of noise. It's just, thankfully we can't hear that anymore. Jesus Christ, I keep clicking the wrong thing. Huh. I think this is good. I'm just really quiet. So I guess gain isn't the right... noise suppression? I think it is. And we're just going to make me a little bit louder artificially. And I think we should... Yep, we're good. We are good. I'm going to just mute this screen. Okay, you can still hear my blasted keyboard. And if I ever hit the mic, which I just hit the mic. Wow, that's really loud. Okay, but either way. Anyways, we're doing Blender. Obviously, as you can probably see by the title, man, there's no specific thing for Blender, is there? The first thing we're gonna do, we're making a dragon, or at least we're gonna try. We're gonna import it in a reference image. Let's go to downloads and models, fire dragon, and let's see which one of these that we like. Ice dragon, not ice dragon. We're gonna do a fire dragon today, but they should apply for each of them, I think. So let's do a nice let's do a bronze dragon. Let's do the first one that comes up when you go for bronze. We're gonna go by name, bronze 1. And this is what we're dealing with. Obviously, it's not perfect yet. We're gonna save this. We're gonna call this Ice and Fire Dragon. And it's a stream. This is in the wrong place. It goes here. Okay, now we go to our object and let's take a look at this texture, huh? That's weird. That's weird. That's not good. Displays image. Here we go. Single image displays an image, size, side, orthographic, opacity. Yeah, that's not gonna work, is it? Image as planes. We're gonna go to downloads, navigate to the exact same place we were. Models, fire dragon, go to name, and grab the first bronze texture. Okay, rotate it on the z-axis by 90 degrees. Why isn't this working? I don't know. This might be why. Set this to closest. Go to shaded view. And go to shaded view. So this is what we are dealing with, I think. I think this is right. Dear God, I hope I'm right. Okay, Fire Dragon. So I should clarify. I'm using the texture from the texture pack and not the actual Ice and Fire mod, because I don't want to do that, and I got lazy, and I know where everything is. So the reference images might be a little bit off, but I should get the general idea. Minecraft textures are pretty decently textured. You know, we kind of know where everything is. But I digress. Anyways, let's begin with this. We want bronze. Okay, so it is backwards. We have confirmation that this is backwards. Right, so this... There we go. Now this is the texture that we're working with. So let's just move it on the x-axis very, very far. Let's move this to its own... Let's move this to its own collection. We're going to call this reference. Okay. And let's import in another reference texture, because why not? We're using the Better Dragons. Save this image. Ice and Fire Mod Dragon. This looks good. We will use this. Okay, so let's put in a reference image on the screen. I hope this is the right one. Yeah, we'll use this. Okay. So we're going to be making this done. Shrink this a lot. And I'm going to put this on the top left because I feel like that's a good place. Yeah, so this is what we're making, kind of. Right? That's what we're dealing with. I hope that didn't make too loud of a noise, but anyways, I digress. So actually, if we actually look at the textures again, they might have varying textures depending on the stage of the dragon, which might be a problem. So Fire Dragon. So if we look at the Bronze Dragons, we have Bronze 1, Bronze 2, Bronze 3, Bronze 4, and Bronze 5, which is a problem. So this is the Bronze 1 texture, so that actually, let's just make sure. Importing another image as planes, we're going to go to Downloads, wherever we download it, Models, Fire Dragon, sort by name, and we're going to go to Bronze 5.png. Let's hit it negative 90 degrees on the z-axis, and this is what we're left with. And this looks correct, judging by the images on the Ice and Fire mod. Reference, stage 5 is the darkest color dragon. So yeah, it's probably correct. So this is a stage 5 bronze, which as you can see is pretty... it's rough. Set this to closest, and we're going to call this Bronze 5. We're going to call this Texture. Okay, now where do we begin? I'm going to be pulling up I have a reference image for myself too on my screen. I'm going to be looking at the exact same image. So yeah, we need to begin somewhere, right? And I'm thinking we start. So let's take a look at this. Okay, is this using this is not using scene lights. This is just using this. Perfect. Well, let's see if we can actually just shortcut this by just doing this. Okay, let's use an emission with a mixed shader node. This, and let's get a transparent shader over here, and the alpha as the factor. I guess I gotta move these now. Alpha as the factor, and preview this. I mixed them up. Whoop. Perfect. And the emission color is going to be this. Okay, now we don't have any shadows affecting this. Perfect. Okay, so where are we looking at first? Let's say we look at... Let's get another image on stream, because why not? This one will be this. Oh, it changes that image too, that sucks. Okay, so we look at the face, right? We have a good look at its face. So what I'm thinking is this. Wow, this is very high quality. So we can see that this is probably its head is in two parts: its snout and its actual head. So I'm thinking this is the nostril, so this has got to be the front, the snout, if you will, and this has got to be the other part. But at the same time, okay, first of all, we need to scale this. So let's go to the actual image itself, the textures, Fire Dragon, and we go to Bronze 5 texture. We're going to right click this. You can't actually see it, but I go to properties, and we see its dimensions here. Okay, and as you can see, the dimensions of this, we open N to look at this, go to item, and we know that the dimensions are 512 by 256, and this is 2 by 1. So what we want to do is this. So we want to set this to 512, and this to 256. And now this is what we're left with. Our camera is irrelevant now, and our light is irrelevant now. So we save the project, go back into the front orthographic view, and now let's continue examining this, This is a bad idea. I should download the actual mod. Okay. The reason I didn't like doing this is because it's really, the files are really big. Okay. Okay, let's go to downloads. And it's actually pretty simple. What we can do is go into this zip file, go to assets, ice and fire, textures, okay, textures, entity, villager? No. Models, right, here we are. Okay, and now we want to go to Fire Dragon, and we're going to just copy the Fire Dragon file into our downloads folder. I should probably have Streamlabs open. I have 2 viewers. That's strange. Who's in chat? No one's... Wow. No users in chat. I'm getting scammed, huh? Anyways. All we have to do... this is a perfect time to look at this. Right? What's the deal with this? Why is this... Oh, right. I want to see if I change a texture, does this correspond exactly? Because I really hope it does. Date modified Fire Dragon, and we're going to go for red 5. It does. Wow, they are drastically different. But this should match with this. Look, it's the exact same color scheme. That's perfect. Okay, now we can reference this perfectly, exactly with our texture. So this is very obviously the snout, right? This, I am completely unsure of what that is. But now we need to look for its teeth. I say the teeth are right here. Okay, and now we need to look for an image of it with its mouth open, and I want to see what unhinges. Interesting, interesting. wait, they added lightning dragons? That's insane. That's cool. Okay, anyways, we're in the Ice and Fire mod. We're going to go to images, and they do not have any images. Well, they added a lot of stuff to Zarocraft, so that's pretty cool. Okay, we have some pretty good reference images here. Okay, wow, they really did add different. They really did add the lightning dragon and stuff, huh? Okay, this is actually an interesting image. I'm going to put this up on stream just because. Okay, we're going to start with its face. Look at that. Look at that image. Okay, so this is what we're working with, huh? Okay. So yeah. So you can see that its teeth are pretty attached to the dragon. And what I'm also seeing is that I do not see this texture. Instead, I'm seeing this red. This like it's supposed to be its tongue or something. And I'm confused as to where that is. I think it's this. It has to be this, right? It's gotta be this. Okay. There are a lot of images of red fire dragons, but none of them with their mouths open. Okay. For now, we're going to focus on just making the snout. So, that's this as a reference, right? Okay, and we are going to put this into the reference collection and hide it for now. In the meantime, we are going to move this down because, oh, are you serious? I hate when this happens. Perfect. Okay, drag this to the side. And this will be an image editor. We're going to have it open. The second one, red 5. Okay, now let's begin. So, let's start with the... So they do unhinged, which means we're going to need 2 different textures, right? That sounds right. So, first one is the snout. And it does, if we look at our original image, Jesus Christ, I have to switch back. This is getting annoying. Okay. Browse. You are going to be this image. Done. Okay, let's put this part of the screen, huh? So if we look at the top of the dragon's head, we can see this weird texture. So this is definitely the first one. So we need to look how wide this is, right? The image shows that it goes 1 beyond this. So it's going to be 6 blocks. So let's add in the cube, okay? Front orthographic view and cube. So open N. Okay, so we know that on the x-axis it's going to be 6 blocks wide. On the y-axis it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 blocks. And how tall is this? It's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 blocks tall. Apply scale. And go into edit mode. We know it's a 6 by 6 by 10, which means we're going to add 5 loop cuts here, 5 loop cuts here, and 9 loop cuts here. Now if we go into edit mode, they perfectly align right here. So that's good. Let's give it this texture, right? Let's just slap on the texture real fast. We're going to give it the same texture. And of course, we need to do some UV editing. Select A, unwrap, smart UV project. Okay. Did I forget to apply scale? Apply scale. U, unwrap. Smart UV project. Okay. That obviously didn't work. So, okay. And now for my dirty little secret. That didn't sound right coming out of my mouth, but snap to pixels. Corner. And we're just going to scale this right down. And this looks pretty good. So let's go into editing, right? So this part, okay, let's move everything kind of into place first. We're going around this texture. So this is the front. The front goes here. The top, we need to, oh, that's not good. Okay, so we need to rotate this 90 degrees. One second. Okay, I'm back. Let's see. What's going on here? Okay, so I don't know why, but this texture is glitching through this. I think it might be because of the normals, but oh well. Let's finish this first at least. Select this one, bring it to the top, and this is looking accurate. To the side, this texture goes right here. Oh, wait. This is, I'm stupid. Side, other side. Right? This is the eye, isn't this? Ah, there we go. And the back. What in the world is going on with this texture? And finally, the bottom. Okay, some weird stuff is going on with this. Huh. That is weird. That is not right. That's really not right. Oh. Oh. That's why. That's not why. Shift N. Alt N. Flip. Something's not right here. something ain't right about this. Okay, let's look at the normals, I guess. Normals look fine. Apply scale? Am I missing something? Are the UVs inverted or something? We don't have... What in the world is this? What is happening here? What in the world? Huh? Okay, we're going to just delete this and try again. Add another cube, go out of edit mode, go to item, 6x6 except the y-axis is 10, apply scale, and go into edit mode, give it 5 loop cuts here, okay, give it 5, give it, not 5, 9 loop cuts here, give it 5 loop cuts here, and go to here, and Control A to apply scale. Now, select A, U, Smart UV Project, okay, go over here, we're going to apply it to this, I'm going to give it the texture, and now, let's start. Everything seems everything is not okay. That's weird. Why is this happening? I don't know. Okay, we're going to go back. We're going to give it this texture and see if we still have the problem. We don't. This is texture final. Okay. Okay. What in the world? So is this fine? This texture is fine. We're going to give it the red texture. Immediately we run into a problem. They appear to be overlapping. Okay. Never mind, that didn't do crud. Something is wrong, inherently wrong with this texture. It just wants to phase through itself. So obviously this isn't doing anything. What if we cut out the alpha? This is not right. Maybe it's the texture. So let's get into a view where we can clearly see it clipping through itself. There we go, backface culling. Let's see how far we can control Z. Okay, that's good. And now we just go over here and enable backface culling. And oh my god, we're fine. We're fine. Okay, so anyways, this is just its snout. So what we're going to do, go to front, we're going to select this vertex, and we're going to Shift S, cursor to selected. Now we're going to set the origin, no. UV editing, let's look at the next one. So this is actually the wrong thing. Whoops, select this one, Shift S, cursor selected. Okay, now we want to bring this in. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, it's an 8 by 8 by 8. I think it's an 8 by 8 by 8. If we look at the big boy himself, I don't know what's going on here, but I think that we can just use this. So this is in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So it's just an 8 by 8 by 8 cube. That seems good. Sounds good to me. Shift A, Add a cube. Move it on the y-axis by -1. Never mind, move it by 1. Actually, and we're going to go to n, dimensions, we're going to make this 8. Apply scale, and gy2, gy1, gy1, nope, okay, perfect, apply scale. Now, this is the snout, which is a lot longer than I remember, but I digress. And it looks like, let's pull up one of my reference images. I can't really see. Oh well, we'll see when we see how the eyes look. Okay, I think this is too high, but it's the correct scale. So we're going to edit, and we're going to give it 7 loop cuts here, 7 loop cuts here, and 7 loop cuts here. Whoopsies. Okay, now edit a U, smart UV project, okay, and we're going to give it the texture. Now, UV editing. Hey, this is all wrong. Okay, now I bring it over to this, and we can begin working. Solo this, go to the front, edit, grab these faces. We want to be in face select mode. I like being in face select mode for some reason. Move this over here. Go to the top view, grab this, and move it over here. Go to the side view, move this over here. I think that's correct. Yeah. Other side view, move this over here. Go to the back, move it over here. Move to the, go to the back, not back, bottom, and finally move this over here. Perfect. Take it out of isolation, and this is very, very off. So, GZ -1. That looks really derpy. And we can actually test it, because we have our reference image, so we can actually test out different textures. Oh my god, that's kind of cute. It looks like an eagle. That's kind of cute, that's kind of cute. Okay, now for his scary, scary teeth. So this is obviously his teeth layer, right? Interesting. Okay, how are we going to do his teeth? That is the question. So his teeth are symmetrical. From the front, they're symmetrical. But from the back, they very clearly follow. So on his front, he has, on the side, he has 6 teeth. He has 5 teeth, actually. 5. And then from the front, he has 2 teeth. So I think these 2 are his front teeth. Oh, I see. Okay, we might have to do a different one for this. So we're going to add mesh. Whoa, what did I just do? Okay, mesh, cube. Okay, and we want this to be 2 blocks tall. So, okay, first of all, we want to enable snapping to increment. Okay, and we're going to go to the side, move it right here from the front, move it right down like this, and now we scale. We want it to be 2 blocks tall, so that's correct. But we also want this to be as wide as this, so 6 blocks wide on the x-axis. And it looks like 1, 2, 3, 4 as wide as it is on this, so 10, right, on the y-axis, 10. Go back to the side orthographic view and, oh, whoopsies. Perfect. Now we're going to give it For now, we're giving it the texture. Go back into layout, apply scale, and go into edit mode, select everything, and don't forget to do this, kids. What am I talking to? Am I talking to anyone? I haven't checked my chat. I should check that after this. But it's a 6, so we give it 5 loop cuts down the center. It's 2 blocks tall, so we give it 1 loop cut here, and over here we give it 9 loop cuts. I like being in face select mode. Let's go there. Select everything. Use Smart UV Project, and OK. Now, check the chat. No one's in chat. Oh well. What we're going to do now is we're going to go into edit mode for this, and we're going to solo it. So, first, I need to select everything. Go to UV Edit, select everything, and first of all, what we want to do is scale it on the y-axis. I do not know why it does that. And then we move it over here and scale it on the x-axis until it fits. Perfect. Now we go to front view, grab this, and obviously this is all rotated. So rotate 90 degrees. Now front view. Okay, that's not right. So they seem to align pretty well, so we're going to select everything and move it over here. Now this is where the magic happens. Front view. Okay, this is a little bit more complicated because we're going to have to split this into 2 parts. So first of all, this is the front. So it's correct on the left side, at least our left. Solo this, and yeah, it's got the sharpest teeth on this side. And then we go to the side, we select one of these, Shift G, similar, normal, and just give it the rest of the texture. That's what we're left with. Now, selecting this, if we move this to the same spot, you'll notice that it's going to give us this. So we're going to have to scale this on the x-axis by -1. And now we have the correct texture. Same thing for the side, correct side. If we move this over here, that's annoying. That is really annoying. That's annoying. Ah, Jesus Christ. Thank you, Smart UV Project. Okay. I really hope I didn't lose any quality there. Oh well. Okay, we're going to do the same thing as we were talking about before. First half, second half, we're fine. So, first half, easy peasy, goes right here. And the side goes right here. Perfect. And go to the other orthographic, like this. Scale it on the x-axis by -1. Now we move it over here, and voila. Same to the side. Scale on the x-axis by -1, and move it over here. And voila, we have this. But this isn't perfect because we can't see it in the back. And also, I guess the other ones are gonna have the alpha texture, which is fine. So if somebody decides to download this and they're like, what the heck, what's going on here? Well, they have an answer. But, oh well, he has teeth. So, you know, mission accomplished or something. I don't know. Now, for his mouth, let's look at a reference image. Do I have a better reference image? Here we go, it's this screenshot. Perfect. And the screenshot very clearly shows a bottom lip a bottom lip, and teeth that are a little bit in. That's strange. Okay. So let's begin looking at this bottom lip. This bottom lip has a very clearly, just like the top lip, it's got a very clearly defined border before it meets its mouth. So, let's actually test this with the other texture. How does this look? Perfect! Still works. So we're going on the right track. So, let's look at this. This is the snout, and this is the head. So this, and actually no. This is probably the bottom lip. Because if we switch back to this, they've got very, very, very clear coloration. So I'm assuming that has to be the bottom lip. So let's begin modeling this, okay? Okay, actually, 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. This is 6 by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 6 by 10, but we can just duplicate this. So we should name this. Always remember to name this stuff. So we're going to name this snout. We're going to name this head. And we're going to name this top teeth. Now we're going to... Okay, let's do this. Turn on snapping, duplicate this, and move it down the z-axis by -2. Go over here. And actually, this is perfect. This is actually a perfect opportunity to... Hello? What happened? I just got a Streamlabs alert. Thank you, Marco Antonio Dev, for following. Welcome. I am just modeling whatever I feel like. Yeah. Thanks for the follow. Let's see. So this is actually a perfect opportunity to fix this wacky texture. So we should be modeling this first. So actually, yeah, that's perfect. So let's actually model this. So first of all, this should be fine, I think. Oh, no, it's not. No, it's not. No, it's not. We're going to rename this to bottom snout. Actually, we should name this jaw. That's not the right thing. What did I just do? Jaw. Okay. Now we're going to edit mode. We're going to have to re-UV unwrap it because I mirrored some of the last texture. So scale on the y-axis until it looks square. And now the most annoying part, scaling this and hoping nothing gets lost. There is probably a factor by which I could scale this by, but you know what? Might as well. And I very clearly lost something here. I lost something, definitely. It's because I have snapping enabled. Turn off snapping, scale this down. Perfect. That's a lot better, isn't it? Now, this, nope, it's not a lot better. It's not better at all. Okay, that's really annoying. That's annoying. And I don't even think that's correct. God, why does it have to be like this? I swear. I hope that's right, because if not, that'd be really annoying. Okay, front. Looks accurate. A. Rotate on the 90. Rotate by 90 degrees. Save the project. Grab this again, and let's look at this. Where did I say his jaw was? His jaw is this texture over here, so we're going to drag it right next to that, and we can begin. I'm sure this is that. Go to the top, grab this. So far, so good? Yeah, that's correct. Bottom. This is not the bottom, this is the back. Oh well. Side. Yep, it's going so far so good. Side. Am I not? Okay. We're back to Blender. Okay, yeah. And all that's left is the bottom, which is perfect. Perfect. And now this is what we're left with, which I think looks accurate. Let's unsolo this. Oh, it looks weird. Something's definitely wrong. Right, it goes in. So I hate to scale this down, but looks like that's what we applied scale. We can always undo this if we wanted to. So let's just, I think this is a good amount to scale by, and we actually got to move this back up by 2. And here's the wrong thing. Here's the bad thing with this texture. This is annoying. This is annoying. This is annoying. It's clipping. So we're going to go back to the bronze, and we're actually going to give it this texture again. But different thing we're going to do now is we're going to not use backface culling. We're going to be using alpha clip. And I think that should have solved everything. Yep, and it's even better. I can see it from the back too now. And when the dragon closes its mouth, does it look like this? I think it does. Let's make this image bigger. It does look like that. Okay, and now lastly, let's make the bottom teeth. That's not the right layer. And I might cut it out later, but for the meantime, we can ignore that. Let's move this back to scale 1, and let's duplicate it one more time, I guess. Let's do that. Okay, what we're going to do now is we're going to make the teeth, and this teeth I've noticed is smaller than the other one. Okay. I'm going to check that later. Okay. We need to make his head, his teeth. Now, what layer does his teeth use? Let's look back to this screenshot, which no one can really see, but it's just a dragon with its jaw open. That's all it is. And this is different. I can see 2 consecutive teeth. But actually, it just looks like the top teeth kind of mirrored, kind of, not exactly. But I don't see any teeth anywhere else. So this might be it. Yeah, I think. I think that's what happened. I don't know. It looks angry. Okay, so that's all the teeth for now. Yeah, that's whack. So I think we can actually just rescale this. There we go. And we're left with the head. And let's actually try this this other texture. Actually, we can actually give this teeth the other texture back as long as we use alpha clip. Yep, and we're fine. And also this has a little bit of space, but I think it's fine. It's very slippery too. Look at that, it's very glossy. Let's give it the other texture. Boop. Ta-da! Look at that guy. Look at this man. Look at that. Okay, everything should apply location, and this, because we applied location, we can actually just move it along the y-axis like this. And we can actually move it up a little bit too. Okay, so this is what we are left with. Now, next thing should be his amalgamation of necks. So, if we look at this image and make it bigger, man, I really gotta learn these transition things, but he has a series of necks that gets bigger and then slowly into a tail, and the tail ends with the wide, big piece. So, judging by this, look at this. I have no idea how this is supposed to work. But we have to begin somewhere, so let's go. So obviously this one's probably going to be the smallest, so let's see what we know for so far. This is the front, so this is first, and this is second. And we know that the wider this is, the longer the neck is going to be, the longer the segment is. So it only makes sense that this is the first segment, right? I'm completely unsure. And also, we can know that this after the first segment, they start going down. So this actually has to be the first segment. Because if you look at the texture, I don't think you can see my mouse, but if you look at the texture, the first segment, the second segment, immediately at the front, the little pink part, has something going down from the front, which is what this is right here, which you can't see. Let me get this out of the way. But this is this part right here. But this one doesn't have this, which leads me to believe that this is the front. This is the first one. So let's begin doing this. You can sit in the corner. Let's begin making the first segment. Let's go create. So okay, so this is a thin boy. 6 by 8 by 6. So first we're going to add in, let's reset the cursor to world origin, turn on snapping, and let's add in a cube. This is a 6 by 6 by 6 cube, except for the z-axis. That's 8. Go to the side, and for the sake of simplicity, let's move it here. And go to edit, give it 7 loop cuts here. Jesus Christ, what is going on? 7 loop cuts here. You can click Control R, 7. And go over here, we get 5 loop cuts because it's 5 wide, and over here, 5 loop cuts. Jesus Christ, what I do? Apply scale, go to edit, A, U, UV project, okay, shader expanded, and we're going to give it this texture. And I actually do wonder, if we go to UV editing, it gives this the weird result. But if we actually go A, U, reset this, and do this after we've applied the texture, does it correctly scale it? It does not. That's unfortunate. I need water. Turn off scaling, or like this. And actually, this is a good alternative. We just scale like this. You know, it's 6 tall. And now we scale on the x-axis. Ta-da! Okay, now let's solo this and start doing this. So from the front, face select mode, A, and now we're moving it over here. And already this seems inaccurate. Because it is inaccurate. Okay. I am not smart. 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So on the y-axis, it's actually 16. Edit. U, actually, it's mesh, clean up, limited solve. And Control R, they're going to give us how many loop cuts here? I forget. This is 16, so it's going to give 15 loop cuts here. Over here, we're going to give this is 8 tall, so 7 loop cuts. And over here, 5 loop cuts. A, U, Smart UV Project, okay. Apply scale, don't forget to apply scale, kids. Edit A, U, Smart UV Project, okay. I literally just applied scale. What? What in the world did I do? What the heck? Okay, so the top and bottom are the only ones that... I'm gonna stand this, man. Hash 6, 16, 8, apply scale, edit A, okay. 2, we're going to give this 5 loop cuts over here, 7 loop cuts over here, 15 over here. Apply scale, let's go ahead and give it the texture, and let's go a U, UV project, okay. A, go to UV editing, and I don't understand this. Let's give this the classic cubic. Well, that did not work. That's strange. That's very strange. Okay, move this down here, and I guess we can try and start. This goes right here. Everything so far so good. Now this is what I'm looking at. And it looks like it worked. This is the back. This is the side. It looks like it's working. This is the other side. Oh, that's interesting. Cubic project. Okay, and now we need to fix the alignment of this thing. So, unsolo this. Snap. Apply it right here. And voila, he's beautiful. He looks like a sea serpent. Oh, it's kind of funny. That's kind of cute. And I actually do want to see something. Duplicate this, and we're going to open red 4, red 5 eyes. These are just the eyes. So I guess we're going to go to the color as the emission and alpha as the emission strength. And I guess he glows now. And we're going to go here, we're going to enable bloom just for the heck of it. And whoa, his eyes are glowing. That's a nice effect. That's pretty cool. His pupils look dead inside, but you know, oh well. Now, he's got his slender snake-like body. Very pog, very pog. I should check out Pretzel or whatever gamer. Let's see, where do you need DM me about this? How did you... I think it was pretzel. Pretzel rocks. There we go. How do I do this? You are currently not YouTube safe. How do I do this? I'm so confused. Oh my god, there's an electro swing for this? Okay. Okay. I guess we're doing this. This isn't bad. Okay. It's very more upbeat than my talking, but... oh well. Yeah, let's try out a new thing, I guess. So, that's the eye glare. That's pretty cool, actually. Okay. His teeth aren't actually there, but oh well. Yeah, but I digress. Let's move on to his next... Actually, no. That image... Oh my god, I really gotta get more than one image here. Yes, I want to remove image. I'm going to add an image. Add source. We're going to add a new source. I'm going to call this second image. Add source. This doesn't sound like electro swing, but whatever. Okay. So this, get out of the way. And this is what we're looking for. So this looks correct, actually. It's got that kind of same pattern. It doesn't really have the little wavy textures like mine does, but that might just be a difference in dragons. Okay. So, without further ado, let's move on to the next piece, which I have reason to believe is this. So let's measure this. So this is looks to be an 8 by 10 by 4, 8, 12, 14. Am I counting that right? 14, that's weird. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Okay, 14. So real quick, I want to add in a cube. It's 10 tall, 8 wide, and 14 long. I'm going to apply the scale over here, and we're just going to put this right here. This sounds more like electro swing. There we go. Apply scale, edit. Okay, before I forget, this is 7, it was 14, so we need 13 loop cuts here. And over here, this is 10 tall, so we need 9 loop cuts over here. Over here, we need 7. Scale, and we're going to give it the material texture. The texture. Jesus Christ. Hue projection, and go to the front. Select A, go into the UV editing workspace. And we're going to assume it goes here. Okay, now we're going to solo this. The front goes here. The top goes here. The side goes here. The other side goes over here. Ah, that's not good. How long is the side? 14, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. What? Let's try the other side first. What? Ten, 10, 4. 10, 10, 4. This is backwards, isn't it? Why is this backwards? Which actually means that the other one might also be. That's weird. That's really weird. So what's up with this texture? Because this does not blend in. Okay, which means that's the wrong one. This isn't accurate. And that's correct. That's weird. That's so weird. Okay, this genre is a little strange. Not exactly the best for, you know, just standing there and doing tutorials, but oh well. This works, and now I'm starting to question whether this is accurate. So we're going to zoom on this image here. And they're very mashed into each other at one point. Look at this. Look at that. They're pretty mashed into each other. Which gives me reason to think that but it does seem... So we can do all of that squashing later. Maybe with an armature or something if we're feeling like it. Okay, that's whack, but oh well. Next. So we went from this to this. I think it's time we start doing some of his head spikes. So we're going to get rid of this image in favor of this one. So let's take a look at these head spikes, huh? So they're very long. And he looks to have His head looks to have 3 major head spikes. Are those 3? Are those 2 combined? I think they are combined. Maybe? Also, they're twisted, which Minecraft can't really do, so I feel like that's more than one texture over there. Also, this looks like it's got a loop. So let's look for it over here. I think this might be the top texture. Okay, so this is complicated. They also look like they cut off. Yeah, they look like they cut off. Yeah, they definitely do cut off. Okay, this gives me reason to think that this is the very long top texture that we see, the longest, the top horn. That's what I'm thinking, at least. So, let's begin. Add in a cube. Let's solo this cube for once. Let's model this first. So this over here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So this is on the z-axis. It's 8 tall. Otherwise, everything else looks correct. So edit. Let's go into edit mode, and we're going to give this 7 loop cuts here, 1 loop cut here, and 1 loop cut here. Apply scale. Go to edit. Use smart UV project. Okay. And it gives us this weird thing at first, but we can live with it. Okay, go to the front. Okay, so this is always the front. Is the top, actually. So that means we gotta go to the bottom for the front texture. We gotta go to the back. This is the back. Which means it's this texture. This over here. Jesus Christ, be in face select mode. This is the side texture, which is a little strange, actually. This whole thing should actually be rotated on the x-axis by 90 degrees. Apply rotation. Okay, so this is actually, okay, let's redo this again. The front should be here. The top should be here. The side should be here. The other side should be here. And obviously this is not right. Otherwise, it's looking okay. It's looking... This texture feels a little off. But it's correct for the most part. That's pretty strange. And this over here. Wait a minute, this is the top texture, which means it should go... Ah, that's why. There we go, that's fixed. And now the top texture and the bottom texture. Perfect. This is the horn. Okay, whoops, it's been covering the screen the entire time. I'm good at this, okay. Either way. Okay, let's roughly position this first, okay? No, let's not actually. Okay. Looking back at this image, how far does this go? This looks like it would be... Notice this lighter band right here. Notice this lighter band right here. And this darker band. So we have dark, light, and then pale, and then it goes darker. And if we look back over here, this is dark, light, and then goes back to that color. So I think we might have to rotate this on the y-axis by 180 degrees. Ta-da. And it also gives us this weird spike. So that looks correct. And now it needs, I think what it needs is another thing to go off of it. So we're going to vertex select, Shift S to move the selection cursor. Jesus Christ. And now we're going to add in, so we just textured this. We just textured this. So now our next duty should be to texture in this. So let's see how wide this is, huh? Just for reference, boop. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 6 by 2 by 2, right? Nope, sweat. Shift A, 2, and y-axis is 6. Okay, let's begin. Go ahead and solo this, front. Right, we didn't finish. Okay, front. Front goes here, which is correct, except it's not. Ah, you see? Okay, so we want... Let's rotate negative 90, and then rotate negative 90 again for good measure to make sure we're doing this correct. Top view. Right, top view. Top view. What the heck happened? You, smart UV project. Okay, fun. Did something happen? Apply scale. Edit A, U, cube projection. Fun. G, scale it down. I think I remember it's the very left part that I have to fix the normals. Not the normals, Jesus Christ, what am I talking about? Edit. You know, let's just stick with this for now. Go to the top, go up here. Does this look correct? You'll be seeing the lighter part on this part, which looks to be fine. Okay. Okay, other side. Okay, is this accurate? It's pretty gosh darn accurate, except for the top. In other words, it's not accurate, which is a problem. I don't think this is Electro Swing. Okay, fun. Okay, now what we need to do is name everything. Fun. That's a lot of fun, right? This is, we're gonna name this segment 1. This is segment 2. Fun. This is horn 1, and this is horn 2. Fun. We're going to take horn 1 and horn 2 and solo them. And this is what we are left with. A slightly strange, but it's actually very strange, because where does one meet the other? That goes pretty high, but this on the bottom flushes with it perfectly. You know, one of these also could be that texture. And I think it is because of this weird spike over here. So if we think about it, this is 4 blocks wide, which means that this would be 4 blocks, which it is. And it would cut off here, it would be a little segment, which means this would cut off over here. But then we have 2 blocks, which I guess are to cover those 2 parts up. I think that's what they're doing here. I think that's what they're trying to do here. So we're going to add in another one, right? Turn on snapping, put it over here. We're going to call this horn 3. Give the same texture, and now edit. And we want this to be, how big? I'm assuming it's this texture right here. So we're going to say it's 4 wide on the y-axis, so 4. Did I do something wrong? Okay, perfect. Now we cut this here by 3. Here by 1, and here by 1. Apply scale. Edit A, U. Smart UV project. Okay. I swear to God, this always happens. You know, we're going with the cube projection. Oh, actually, speaking of which, this. It doesn't matter because this is all like this, so I could, yeah, it doesn't matter, I guess. But this. Okay, solo this. Looks accurate. Go to the top, over here. Go to the top, go to the side. Put this over here. That's accurate. And other side. Okay. Is this the top? This is the front? Ah, right. Shift G, normal. I'm going to scale it on the x-axis by -1. You know, it's annoying me. We're going to... It's annoying me. We're going to go here, side, other side, Shift G, scale, and then... Okay, there we go. That'll fix it. And this is what we're left with. It's a bighorn. Pretty long, but it flushes, so that's all that matters. So, what we're going to do, take this, and this, parent them to object, and this one parent this to object. And this, when the rotation is applied. So, what we do now, we're going to take this, grab a hold of this, and undo this. Now, we bring it up here, up to the top of his head. And something tells me this is the wrong texture. Yeah, it's the wrong texture, isn't it? It's very wrong. Okay, unparent. Go back to the point where we unparented all of these. And solo them, because this is very wrong. So we're going to name horn 1 into horn 4, because this does go somewhere. I think it's the bottommost one. I'm very sure it's the bottommost one. Ow, I hit myself. Okay. So this has got to be... Okay, I need to make a mental note, so if future me is watching, these two have to be his scales, his giant scales that are covering the screen that I just realized are still covering the screen. But they have to be his scales, the scales that are all along his body. This is the one I've got to work on now, where I was originally placing this thing. This one is for the tiny one that goes over here. I can't think you can see my mouse, but it goes over here. Alright. And this is for the one that's attached to the end of it, the way this one is currently attached to the end, like that. So, this we can hide. Horn 4 we don't need, so we're going to move this to a new place. We're not going to move this, we're just going to hide it from view. Nobody ever has to see that again. Shift S, Shift S, Shift S to cursor to world origin. Now let's take one last look at this. This is 4 blocks tall, and 8 blocks depth. And 2 blocks, sorry, Shift A, and the cube, and 4, except for the x-axis, that's 2, and the y-axis, which is 8. And GZ -1. And going to this, well, I'm not going to go to switch panels, go to this, edit, give this 7 loop cuts here, 3 loop cuts here, and 1 loop cut here. Edit AU, cube projection, go into UV editing, and Jesus Christ, where's the cube? Horn 1. Front view. Boop. That's really annoying. Did I not apply scale? I did not apply scale. Genius. I'm a genius. Looks good. This goes over... What am I doing? The top one over here. This one. Called it. Perfect. And now this perfectly flushes. There we go. I can pat myself on the back for this. Now this can parent to this. Okay, first, this parent to this object, and this parent to this. Now, we unsolo all of these, and we're going to grab this, go to Layout, and not too shabby. And this could actually use a little bit of tweaking. I'm going to take this, solo this, go to vertex select, click this, Shift S selector to cursor to selected, and set origin to 3D cursor. Same for its counterpart over here. Solo, click this, Shift S, cursor to selected, and set origin to 3D cursor. Now we want this to rotate only on its x-axis, so take this and lock this so we can only rotate it like this. Same with this. So now we can rotate this freely. Rotate this one a little bit more maybe. And voila, we have a pretty cool horn. Now all we have to do is apply the mirror modifier to this. And we actually need to parent this to the head. And this to the head, of course. Oh wait, nope, that's not right. Top teeth to this. Okay, and now this needs a mirror modifier. The head. Same with this. Same with this mirror modifier. And this. Oh, hello. Today you learned you can lock an object's local rotation. I know, it's pretty cool, right? I never knew that. It's so handy when you want to just rotate something freely. Thanks. And this isn't even my dragon, it's Ice and Fire mod, but I've never seen a model of a dragon like this. I'm planning on doing the Ender Dragon sometime. So, it's weird. Okay, so what I want to show is this. It's really weird. Sometimes it tilts I guess it's to show emotion, its horns. There's so many jokes that you could make from that, but sometimes its horns are tilted up, so I think what I should do is take this one and rotate it downwards. But then it's not gonna work well. It's gonna leave a gap. They're gonna have a slight upward tilt. Very long horned dragon, but if I compare it to this, it's not far off. Oh cool, I was getting a Minecraft vibe. It also reminds me of dragons from RuneScape. RuneScape. Yeah, this is a mod for Minecraft, yeah. RuneScape sounds really, I feel like I don't know anything, but yeah. Yeah, it's sort of the fantasy vibe, huh? Yeah, got a lot more segments to go, but at least I can finish this. Speaking of locking rotation, since this is paired to this, we don't actually need to see this anymore. I should actually lock all of these rotations, so this should not be rotated at all. Same with moved. You can't move and you can't rotate this. So meanwhile, this I can. This should be able to be rotated anyways. And this, we have selected the jaw. Old school RuneScape now that they have a more modern look. Really, everything's modernizing, huh? Anyways, this I need to find a good angle to rotate this from. So we're going to go here, click 1, and go. This looks like a good place to rotate from. So Shift S. Cursor to selected, and we're going to set the origin to 3D cursor. Undo this, and now we can lock the rotation to just X. And now I can. Oh, old school RuneScape. Oh god, I need to add this guy's teeth. I had a problem with his teeth. Because the only reference image I have is of the Grey Dragon, which I could actually really easily add. What do you plan to do with this dragon? Well, I was planning on making kind of a wallpaper because if you ever played, RL Craft got popular in the last few months, and I played it and it was absolutely horrifying. And I want to make some wallpaper for that, maybe publish the model, because I've never seen a model of something like this. Also, I thought it'd be fun. Practice a little bit of Minecraft modeling, see what I can do. And also, it's always good. It's nice to have an asset that I can throw in other scenes. I mean, when it's done, look at this thing. It's got a whole lot of parts. Cool, thanks. Okay, so now I need to. This teeth looks like an exact mirror of what came on top. But on the other hand, his teeth, I don't think you can see my mouse, but on his bottom jaw, his teeth up at the front don't match his top. So that's a problem. So let's switch to the Grey Dragon. So let's just change the Grey 5. And let's look at the Grey 5's texture. These are his teeth, and they look the exact same. Problem is I don't see any other teeth texture in this entire model. So I might just do an exact duplicate. So we're going to take this. This is his teeth, right? I am selecting his top teeth right there. And we're going to Shift D to duplicate. And we're going to scale it on the Z-axis by -1. Oh, when did I reset the origin? It's weird. Scale it down a little bit. We'll see how much we need to scale it down by. Jesus Christ, set origin to geometry. And we're going to take this and the jaw. And we're going to solo these. Okay, and then we're going to go here. Use this on the Z-axis, move it down. Is this using the right texture? Alpha clipping. No backface culling. I think this is about the amount. It looks like the amount in the image. That looks, yeah, it looks maybe a little bit bigger. We're going to save this, and we're going to take this and parent it to this. And we should not be able to rotate or move its teeth, so we'll do that. Lock this scale to, as well as this thing's scale, as well as this thing's location. And we're going to unsolo this, and voila, we're going to switch back to the red dragon texture. All these look cool. But that looks wacky. That's something, that's not right. That is not correct at all. So this is right here, right? So this is the red 5, and we go with the bronze 5, and boom. Everything is smaller. Yeah, everything is smaller. That is weird. That's interesting. But if I go to the bronze 5, if I go to... Okay, let's prune all the unneeded things. I need to prune some textures. Okay. Ta-da. Oh, they're still here. Okay, so we're just gonna clean this up real fast. Objects, materials, images. Delete everything but this and this. Delete. Save. Now, let's go and look at the other red. So this is from default Ice and Fire mod. Let's go look at the one in the texture pack. So, models, Fire Dragon, and red 5. And once again, it is smaller for some reason. That's not good, because I like it. I kind of like this texture. But I guess. So this is accurate, and the red 5 is not. That is strange. I don't know why is it smaller? That's so peculiar. Oh well. Let's see how many more segments we can get in before I gotta head out. Take out. Now, let's go look at my image again for reference. So now we've finished this hidden section right there. We have this section. Now we just need one a little bit bigger than this one. So this one, as we know, is this one right here. So we need something even bigger than that, which I think is going to be this one. So 1, 2, 3, natural progression, right? So boop, boop, boop. Yeah, it's got to be one wider too. So what? This is 8 pixels wide, and this is 10 pixels wide. Yep. So this has got to be the one. So let's begin, shall we? Shift A, add in a cube. Yeah, cube. Cube. On the x-axis, it's 10 wide. On the z-axis, Z, whatever, it's 12 wide, by the looks of it. On the y-axis, we'll look at that in a moment. And on the y-axis, it appears to be 8, only 8. Apply scale, save, and go into edit mode. Now, we're going to give it 5 loop cuts. Jesus Christ, no, 5. Give it 9 loop cuts here. Give it, how tall is it? It's 12 tall. 11 loop cuts here. And because over here it is 8, it's a depth of 8, we have 7 loop cuts. And we just, boop, move it perfectly right there. Give it a texture, and edit a U cube projection. Obviously, I did something wrong. Apply scale, edit a U cube project. Reset, smart UV project, cube project. Oh well. Scale down till it fits this. This is the one we're working with, I think. This is the front. So the front goes over here. This is the top. The top goes over here. This is the side. Side goes over here. This is the other side. Other side's tricky. This is the back, I think? This is the back, right? Oh, there we go. Okay. Let me unsolo this. And voila, it looks... Wow, this is a long boy. Man, I keep forgetting to do that. Oh well. Not bad. Okay, next obviously is just a progression. So we're on this one right here. So this is the first, second, and then we're on this one right here. Now we gotta work on the one right above my mouse, right there. Which is just one bigger by the looks of it. And then if I can't find anything bigger after that, that means that we can only go smaller from there. So, we know that this is 10 blocks wide. Save the project, add it in the cube, and let's look for one that's not 10 blocks. It's gotta be bigger though. So it's gotta be this one, I think. This has got to be, if this is 10, this one's gotta be 12 blocks wide. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, this is. So this is 12 blocks wide. 6, 7, this is 14 blocks tall. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. It's 14 on the y-axis too. Cool. Apply scale. Okay, so it's 12, 14, 14. Edit. Okay, now we're going to give it the same material and give it a cube projection. We're going to scale it down till it fits this one, I believe. No more snapping on this place. Okay, now let's begin. Solo this, go to first. Oop. Top texture, right there. It does, after once you get into the groove of it, you kind of get what you're doing. Except this is annoying. I'm going to have to make a mental note to, when you do cube projections, it's not perfect for oh, Jesus Christ. It's not perfect for Minecraft. Okay, the back. Why does it keep switching to edge select mode? I don't understand. Wow, this is, wow, RLCraft dragons are very long. Let's look at something. How does he look when he's sleeping? Wow, that's incredible. Okay, now we have that. Now let's take a good look. Let's pick a good long one. So this is 14. This is 14 pixels wide. What's the next one? This looks even bigger. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's another 17 blocker. So okay. I'm not naming these. Segment 2. Okay, and now we're going to take this, duplicate it, okay, and we're going to go to Edit A, and obviously this is smaller, so that's not going to work, is it? Edit A, okay, edit. So this is originally 17 blocks tall. You subtract 2, that's 12 blocks tall. Right? And otherwise, it looks fine? Oh no, no. Why is still 14? So now we go to Edit, and we're going to choose Limited Dissolve. And now we're going to cut this. So this, it's still 12 blocks deep, I think. So we put 11. No, it's 14. Which means we need 13 here, 13 here, and 12 here. Edit A, and we're going to do Q project. Apply. We forgot to apply scale. Q project. And everything has gone insane. This is why you should never do limited dissolve. But I digress. Yeah, this ain't gonna work. This ain't gonna cut it. So we're gonna start everything with 14. We need 14 blocks wide. And we know it's 12 blocks tall. In terms of depth, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So this is all correct. First, apply scale, edit. So 14, so I have 14 on everything except for the z-axis. So let's do this first. 11, 14. Oh, 13, not 14. 13. Okay, A, U, Q project. Did I not apply scale? Okay, I guess. What, are they not uniform here? Oh well. Okay, front view. Let's do this. Top view. This is what happens when you're lazy, kids. Don't be lazy, don't be like me. And I forgot the most annoying thing to do. And we can continue the trend of our... I actually don't know if it... Oh, that's weird. And it's starting to shrink. Look at that. Oh, wow. He's shrinking, I guess. Is this accurate? I need to look through my images. Yes, this is accurate. That's interesting. And then he has legs. So I think it's worthwhile to model his legs right now. Yeah. I think it'd be a good investment, God. Okay. His legs are very, very square. So it's going to be a little bit difficult for me to look at it, but we have our reference images. Okay, he's got a big splotch of red. A big splotch of dark red at his knee. So I don't know if you can see, but right about there, he's got this little diamond-shaped splotch. So I think we can use that to find it here. So we look at our texture here. We actually... Not immediately obvious, but I think this is it. Let's take a look. And it's right next to this, which I'm assuming is his leg. This one right here. Yeah, I think this is his leg. So we need to start by modeling his or her. They're she's, I think, because they drop dragon eggs. Okay, we can start by modeling her right leg, not ours, not the one on our view, but their right leg, because that's the way I think it's going to be mirrored in the end. So, we need to look at the size of this. So, this is a 6 by 14. So it's, okay, so let's start. Let's add in the cube. It's going to be 6 wide. And how long it is? It's going to be... It's 6 long, actually. No, it's not. It's 8 long. And 14 tall. Okay, and we're going to give it this texture. We're going to apply scale, edit A, then let's give it some few cuts. So it was 14, so we need 13 cuts here. It is 8 long, so we're going to give it 7 cuts here. And it's 6 wide, so we're going to give it 5 cuts here. Now, solo this, solo it, a U Q projection, and A, that is a weird looking texture. Something messed up here. Something is severely messed up. Okay, let's try this again. It's 14 tall, so 13 cuts here. And it's 6 blocks wide, so 5 cuts here. And finally it's 8, so 7 cuts here. Ah, that's annoying. Top view, this. Or do a back texture. Gee, I sure hope none of these are like messed up like the right texture. Okay, so far so good. Finally, the dreaded right texture. Looks good. Okay, now we need to put this into place. So, let's try snapping again. I applied scale. Is that why it wasn't working? What? It didn't apply scale. That's, come on. But anyways, it works now, I guess. Okay, so this is where we want it to go. And judging by the other reference image, not that one. I don't have it on screen. Oh well. It goes in between, so we want it to go in the center, like right about there. And one second. Okay, I'm back. Okay, it's okay, so Jesus Christ. Why do I keep closing the image? Okay, this has got to have a better axis of rotation. So let's just settle that right now, okay? So we're going to go, let's say, select, let's go into vertices, select, let's say this. This looks decent. And we're going to go into this, Shift S. Set origin to selected 3D cursor. And now we can only rotate this on the x-axis, so whoop and whoop. Ooh, look at that. Yahoo, I guess. And we should actually rotate it a little bit right now, because his legs are what's next. These are his legs, I'm assuming. Real quick, let's just add the array, not the array modifier, the mirror modifier, and we're going to do it across this. Okay, that's that. Now, okay, so let's begin modeling his legs, I guess. So we're going to add in a cube, solo it, and let's look. This is 4 wide, so it's 4 on the x-axis, 4 on the y-axis, and it looks like 4, 8, 12, 14 on the z-axis. It's a little concerning, but we're going to apply scale. The scale's actually been applied this time, which is good. We know that it is 14 tall, so we're going to give it 13. No, that's not what's supposed to happen. And we're going to give 3 loop cuts here, and 3 loop cuts here. And we're going to turn off x-ray, because x-ray is annoying. Now, we're going to give it this texture. We're going to add a U, cube project. And we're going to scale down and move it towards what I think, I'm pretty sure, is the leg. If not, then I will be sad. Go to the front, grab this, and move it over here. Something definitely went wrong. There we go, this should fix it. Yeah, that did fix it. Top. Face select. No. Okay. Now let's move this. Why is this not snapping? This is 20 meters, this is 20 blocks on the x-axis? Oh, it's 8. Oh, it's already been moved, that's why. That looks good. Let's go solo this, go to here, turn on this. Shift S, cursor to selected, set origin, origin to 3D cursor. Okay. 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 Now, we're going to lock rotation except for the x-axis and lock any change in location. And we're going to parent this to this. And we're going to call this, I don't know anatomy, thigh. And this is going to call the leg. And we're also going to apply the array modifier and the mirror modifier to this. Wow, this is a strange dragon, isn't it, huh? This is such a strange dragon. I can't even express. What in the world am I doing? These are definitely his claws. Or are these his claws? No, I don't think so. Yeah, I don't think they're his claws. And he has individual toes, which I'm pretty sure is this. Why are they this? Oh, that's his bottom lip, isn't it? No? Then this must be his claw. This must be his claw, and this must be his fingers. Yeah, those are definitely, they're 4 blocks tall, and these are 4 blocks tall. Okay, so yeah, those are definitely his claws. I really gotta get a change for... Okay, that's a strange looking dragon. Okay. Okay, now I guess I start making his toes. So, let's have a better look, shall we? Yep, so just 3 toes it looks like. That's a little strange. Okay, that makes sense, I guess. So, let's try this. Shift A, adding in a cube, and we're soloing it. It's 4 blocks tall, 2 blocks wide, and 2, 4, 6, 8. 8 blocks in depth. Apply scale. Wow, that's strange looking. Oh well. We're going to give it 7 cuts here, 3 cuts here, and 1 cut here. Perfect. We're going to give it this texture. Edit A, U, Cube Project. A, scale it down, move it over here. Looks about right. Let's begin. Why is X-ray on? Because I turned it on, like an idiot. I just want to select faces. Man, I swear, this is happen every single time I make a new item, because that's getting annoying fast. Don't want his toes to have the wrong texture. And it looks good, but it's just his toes, so, you know, I guess. Pat self on the back. Okay, in the meantime... So, God, what the heck? I guess these will be his toes? I want these to have a rotation on their own, so no on the x-axis. And we're just going to go to vertex, turn on... Man, I'm doing everything I say I hate. Click this, Shift S, cursor world origin, and now we switch back to face select mode and turn off X-ray. And now we can go into here and set origin to 3D cursor. And move the 3D... No. Did the 3D cursor not move? The 3D cursor did not move. X-ray, X-ray please. X-ray. Shift S, cursor to selected. And set origin to 3D cursor, and voila, we're good. So these are his toes, I guess. And let's try something. This is not at all how it's supposed to look, but... Okay, first of all, what we want is an array modifier. We want fixed count 3 and factor. Okay, this doesn't have to be perfect, but... Wow, that is weird. I guess his toes are really far apart, I guess. Wow, that's weird. Okay, I guess. Okay, strange, I guess, but oh well. Count 3. What if I want to, simple deform? What in the world? Oh my god, I guess. What in the world? Oh my god. Oh my god. That's... no, we're just sticking with the array and then maybe a mirror modifier. Oh, baby. And we're going to take this and parent it to this. Pog. Now if we move this, voila. Wow. Dragon! What the fudge is this? Ah, jazz. Okay. You like jazz, boy? Okay, okay. Back to the dragon. Oh my god, why did I do this? Oh well. So, I wanted to mess with drivers to make it move or whatever. Yeah. Do. How does this look without? No, not bad. It looks pretty good, actually. I'm actually surprised. Look, can we play around with the textures? Let's try something. Okay, so we have this. Let's put this through a color ramp. No, this is the alpha we want to put through a color ramp. Right? And, let's control the... we don't need to. Let's do a math node on the alpha. Just multiply it. We don't want the whole thing glowing. Okay. Now the horns work. This all needs a bit of improvement. What in the world? What the fudge? Yeah, this definitely should have been paired to something else. Oh right, they need to be parented to each other. I'm smart. There we go, that's a lot better. I don't really want to parent everything to each other right now. Okay, I guess I'll make his claws and then I'll just head out. Man, that sounded like such a... I'll just make his claws and then I'll go out. Dear Christ. Okay, what I meant to say was I'm going to make his claws. And then I'm going to leave. Simple as that. Man, why do I speak like this? Anyways, let's take a look at his claws. They're hook stuff, and they've got a very clearly defined slope. So, which leads me to believe that yes, it's got to be this. What am I joking? It's this. And they're not perfectly. Yeah, they hinge off of it a little bit. They're 4 blocks in. They have 4 blocks in depth. Okay, so let's insert in a cube, isolate it, and now we know its depth is 4, we know its height is 4, and its width is 2. We're going to apply scale, we're going to edit. So this is 3, and this is 3, and this is 1. Save, give this texture, edit a U, Q project. Go here, go into face select because no one likes vertices select. Did I just? Oh, I'm not in UV editing. Okay. Snap's not on. What in the world? Oh, right, that's correct. And SX -1 because I don't know why. I do know why, but it's messed up. That's all I'll say. Wait a minute. That ain't right. That's right. Okay, and now this is confusing. Actually, no, it's not confusing. Look at that! It's beautiful! We just need to gently attach the toes to the leg. Jesus Christ. Copy this X location and move it over here. Perfect. Now we go to the side. Where we're going to turn off snapping now. And where should I make the toes? Where should I make the toe rotate from? This looks good. Let's do this. Okay, and oh my god, we're going to Control J, nope, Control L, link modifiers. And we're going to take this, we're going to parent it to this. So, and now we can only rotate this on these axes. We're not going to lock these yet. Okay, so I want to rotate these up, and then I want to, no, not this harsh. And I want to rotate these down. And yeah, these aren't... Yep, and now he has claws. Look at that. Look at that. Look at him. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so I do want to try one thing. Can I change these? Downloads? No? God, did I delete it? God, come on. Okay, thank God I didn't delete it. This could take a moment. There we go, we're fine. Okay, so what I want to try is, let's see if this translates with the Ice Dragon texture. So we're going to do white 5. Oopsies. Downloads, Ice Dragon, and we're going to do white. Let's do, yeah, let's do white. Those are the ones that kept killing me. Not nearly as well as it seems. Yeah, they have different bodies, I guess. Ice Dragon, white 5-eyed sleeping. So this is the red dragon. Oh, what the heck? Oh wait, no, my textures are just wrong. Wait, that's not right. This is the side, so it goes right here. Okay. This is the back, which means it goes right here. Whoopsie-doo. Over here. Scale on the x-axis by -1. Now we're removing this over here. And there we go, we fixed it. There we go. How? So that's weird. All the textures are not universal. Yep, I guess I modeled his toes. Another thing, can I see this from here? Okay, I want to see this, actually. Let's open up a new Blender project and just freaking meme. Just, what the fudge am I doing? I don't know! Okay, we're going to make a copy of this stupid thing that we did. Desktop. Okay, we're gonna just make we're making a stupid copy of this. So, documents, that's where I keep it, right. Blender, fine. Okay, and we're going to open this. Okay, everything here is just a complete copy. We're going to add in the camera. We're going to close this. No, Jesus Christ. Okay, we're going to add in a camera. Camera. And each create world nodes. And I think I crashed Blender somehow. How did I crash Blender? I have literally no idea. I was just loading in an HDRI. Wow, this is dumb. Okay, and A. We're going to... Why are we still in Blender file? We're going to view layer. Everything here. We need to look at the timeline again. Okay, this is going to be the timeline. Timeline? It's timeline, not video. It's timeline. Okay, we're fine. Yeah. So we want this to be the location at the moment, and we go over here and we do GUI location. We save it, and now we go over to the projects thing. We're going to switch over to cycles because we like pain. Adaptive sampling. We do not need nearly as many light paths. We want to go to compositing. We're going to collapse these. We're going to add a glare node. There's going to be a fog glow. After the denoise, and we want to add motion blur, and just to check, this is this, but it looks like this, but color management, instead of filmic, let's try using standard. Wow, that was changed the color significantly. Okay, and let's see how this monstrosity looks once we render it. Anyways, I think that'll be the end of this. Thanks to everybody that watched. I got a follower. That's pretty cool. Thank you if you're somehow watching this. I don't suspect anybody will watch this, but thanks. Thanks to anybody who dropped by. And I guess I'll just be rendering this. So have a good one. See ya.